Hey everyone, are you sick of your plants looking awful? If so, I'm going to share the top 13 plant care mistakes you might be making and how to fix them. Alright, so imagine nurturing a tiny little seedling into this beautiful, lush, big plant. It's absolutely rewarding, right? But as you know, it can also be challenging, especially for new plant parents. So today I'm going to share with you some of the pitfalls that might be derailing your plant's growth, from overwatering to a lack of lighting needs and all of the above. But don't worry, all of these things can be corrected. And I'm going to break them down for you in these 13 steps. So let's get our hands dirty, shall we? And dive into them. Mistake number one, overwatering. Overwatering is the number one killer of houseplants. It's like giving your plant a bath every day when it only needs a drink once in a while. When you overwater, the soil becomes waterlogged and the roots can't get the oxygen they need. This can lead to root rot, a fatal condition that can quickly spread throughout the plant. To avoid overwatering, let the top inch of soil dry out between waterings. Stick your finger into the soil to check the moisture level. If it feels dry, it's time to water. Also, make sure your plant is in a pot with drainage holes to allow excess water to escape. And remember, it's better to underwater than to overwater. Mistake number two, underwatering. On the flip side, underwatering can also be detrimental to your plant's health. When plants don't receive enough water, they can become stressed and their leaves may turn brown and crispy. Severe underwatering can lead to leaf drop and even death. To prevent underwatering, water your plants deeply but infrequently. A good rule of thumb is to water your plant when the top inch of soil feels dry. However, the watering frequency will vary depending on the plant species, pot size, and environmental conditions. Some plants like succulents require less frequent watering than others. Mistake number three, incorrect lighting. Light is essential for plant growth, but too much or too little can harm your plants. If your plant isn't getting enough light, it may start to stretch and its leaves may turn pale. On the other hand, too much direct sunlight can scorch your plant's leaves. To determine your plant's ideal light conditions, research the specific needs of your plant species. Some plants, like snake plants, can tolerate low light conditions, while others, like succulents, prefer bright indirect light. If you don't have a lot of natural light in your home, you can always use grow lights to supplement the light your plants receive. Just make sure to choose the right type of grow light for your plant's needs. All right, we're going to continue in just a moment, but first, it's time for my community poll Q&A on my YouTube community page. And I asked you folks a simple question, and that is, when you first started your journey as a plant parent, what was the biggest mistake you made? If other, please let me know in the comments below. Overwatering got 53%, underwatering 8%, a whopping 29% for incorrect lighting, other 11%, and I'm going to shine in on Claire's comment saying inconsistent watering is my downfall. And I'll tell you what, Claire, that was also and still is one of my biggest issues as well. By the way, if you guys have any other comments about your specific issues, please let me know in the comments below. But let's continue on. Mistake number four, neglecting drainage. A well-drained pot is crucial for your plant's health. Without proper drainage, water can accumulate in the soil, leading to root rot. To ensure good drainage, make sure your pot has drainage holes at the bottom. If your pot doesn't have drainage holes, you can drill some yourself or repot your plant into a pot with drainage. You can also add a layer of gravel or perlite to the bottom of your pot to improve drainage. Mistake number five, ignoring humidity. Many houseplants, especially tropical plants, thrive in humid environments. If your home is dry, your plant's leaves may start to turn brown and crispy. To increase the humidity around your plants, you can use a humidifier, mist your plants regularly, or group your plants together. You can also place your plants on a tray of pebbles filled with water. As the water evaporates, it will increase the humidity around your plants. Not only do I use humidifiers, but I also group my plants together. It really helps them a lot. Mistake number six, Using tap water. Tap water often contains chlorine, fluoride, and other minerals that can harm your plants. These chemicals can build up in the soil and damage your plant's roots. To avoid using tap water, you can use filtered water, rainwater, or bottled water. If you're using tap water, let it sit overnight to allow the chlorine to evaporate. You can also boil tap water to kill any harmful bacteria and minerals. By the way, rainwater is apparently the best for your plants, so if you can get a hold of rainwater, have access to it, by all means, that's the route to go. Mistake number 7. Repotting too often or infrequently. Repotting your plants is essential for their growth and health. However, repotting too often or too infrequently can stress your plants. Repot your plants every 1 to 2 years or when they become root bound. You can tell if your plant is root bound if the roots are circling the pot or growing out of the drainage holes. When repotting your plant, choose a pot that is just one size larger than the current pot. A pot that is too large can lead to overwatering and root rot. After repotting your plant, water it thoroughly and place it in a shaded area for a few days to allow it to acclimate to its new pot. Mistake number 8. Fertilizing incorrectly. Fertilizer provides essential nutrients for your plants to grow and thrive. However, over-fertilizing can burn your plant's roots and damage the plant. To avoid over-fertilizing, use a balanced liquid fertilizer and follow the instructions on the label. During the growing season, fertilize your plants every 2 to 4 weeks. In the winter, reduce the frequency of fertilization to once a month or even less. Remember, not all plants require fertilization. Some plants, like succulents, can thrive without fertilizer. Research the specific needs of your plant species to determine the best fertilization schedule. Mistake number 9. Ignoring pests and disease. Pests and diseases can quickly decimate your plant collection. Regular inspection is key to catching problems early. Common pests include aphids, mealybugs, and spider mites. Fungal diseases like powdery mildew and root rot can also affect your plants. To combat pests, you can use insecticidal soap, neem oil, or horticultural oil. For fungal diseases, improve air circulation around your plants and avoid overwatering. You can also use fungicides to treat fungal infections. Keep your plants clean and healthy to deter pests and diseases. Quarantine new plants to prevent the spread of pests and diseases to your existing collection. Mistake number 10. Neglecting soil quality. The quality of your soil plays a crucial role in your plant's health. A well-draining, nutrient-rich potting mix is essential for optimal growth. Avoid using garden soil as it retains too much water and compact over time. When choosing a potting mix, look for one that is specifically designed for houseplants. You can also add perlite or vermiculite to your potting mix to improve drainage and aeration. When it comes to soil, I tend to use a chunky aeroid soil mix for most of my plants because they are philodendron, monstera, alocasia, anthurium, and so forth. They fall under the Araceae family, pothos as well, and it's really, really good for them. It doesn't clog onto water like that dense soil that we're so used to does. It really just kind of allows it to drain through, but also providing them with the nutrients they need. I absolutely love it. All right, so on to mistake number 11, which is ignoring your plant's needs. Different plants have different needs, so it's important to research the specific care requirements of each plant. Factors such as light, water, humidity, and temperature can vary widely between plant species. For example, succulents prefer bright, indirect light and infrequent watering, while tropical plants thrive in high humidity and regular watering. By understanding your plant-specific needs, you can provide the optimal growing conditions for your plant to thrive. All right, the grand finale now, number 13. And that, of course, is ignoring the fluctuation temperatures and how it impacts your plants. This is a huge one, guys. Extreme temperature fluctuations can stress your plants and lead to various problems such as stunted growth, leaf drop, and bud blast. Avoid placing your plants near drafty windows, heat vents, or air conditioners. Ideal temperatures for most houseplants range from 65 to 75 degrees Fahrenheit or 18 to 24 degrees Celsius during the day, and 55 to 65 degrees Fahrenheit or 13 to 18 degrees Celsius at night. If you live in a climate with extreme temperatures like I do here in Denver, Colorado, consider using a humidifier or dehumidifier to maintain optimal humidity levels. All right, so there you have it, 13 of the top mistakes that a lot of new plant parents make. But again, they can be corrected. And just to let you know, I have made all of these mistakes, and sometimes I continue to make them. But you know, that's the whole thing about being a plant parent, right? Is that it's a work in progress, and we're constantly learning new things together, which I love. By the way, if you haven't already, can you please like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell for more fun and interesting planty content just like this? Also, if you want to know how to get rid of a lot of your plant pests, I highly suggest that you check out this video here because boy, is it a game changer for you, especially if you're dealing with any pests like soil mites and other little icky bugs that kind of tend to be around our plants. But again, plants are living creatures just like us, and they can remain healthy as long as we help them. I want to thank you guys again so much for watching another one of my planting videos, and I will see you guys in the next one.